The U.S. and Iran are closing in on a deal to end the war and kickstart nuclear talks. So just moments ago, President Trump posting that if Tehran agrees, this would lead to the lifting of restrictions around the strait.
Lucas Tomlinson is live in Dubai with the latest has all the latest details for us. Hey, Lucas.
Good morning, Ainsley. Good morning, guys. About 48 hours after President Trump announced plans for Project Freedom to help open up the Strait of Hormuz and get more ships through it, and multiple briefings yesterday at the Pentagon and White House about it, President Trump says that's now on pause. And just a few minutes ago, he posted the following on Truth Social about the latest with negotiations with Iran. The president writing, quote, assuming Iran agrees to give what has been agreed to, which is perhaps a big assumption, the already legendary Epic Fury will be at an end, and the highly effective blockade will allow the Hormuz Strait to be open to all, including Iran. If they don't agree, the bombing starts, and it will be, sadly, at a much higher level and intensity than it was before. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Signed, President Donald J. Trump. It appears any potential deal hinges on Iran suspending its nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. So the blockade on Iranian ports continues. Over 1,500 ships remain stuck in the Persian Gulf, including oil tankers and ships carrying fertilizer for our farmers. Here's President Trump from the Oval Office yesterday.
Other presidents should have done this. 47 years they've been toying with these stupid people. That's not the way we play. No, we do it the old-fashioned way. And they should wave. They're very proud. Maybe you won't see a white flag, but essentially that's already what they are. They should wave the white flag of surrender.
And here's Secretary of State Marco Rubio at the White House yesterday, appearing to announce the end of major combat operations.
Operation Epic Fury is concluded. We achieved the objectives of that operation. I'm not going to, we're not cheering for an additional situation to occur. We would prefer the path of peace. What the president would prefer is a deal.
Now, everything's been calm here today in the UAE, a country about the size of South Carolina, Ainsley, after 2 days of incoming from Iran. For the first time since the ceasefire ended, it appears that Iran was very irked that UAE left OPEC and is also growing closer to the U.S. and Israel, guys.
Because let me ask you something. In the beginning of his truth, his first sentence says, assuming Iran agrees to give what has been agreed to, then we'll open it, we'll end Epic Fury. But what does he mean? What does he want Iran to give him? The enriched uranium?
He's most likely referring to Iran's nuclear program. That includes the highly enriched uranium. Remember going back to the red lines that were set by Vice President J.D. Vance when he went to Pakistan a few weeks ago. Part of those red lines were Iran giving up its highly enriched uranium, dismantling those facilities. Of course, they're buried by hundreds, thousands of pounds of dirt right now. But they want to get that out. They want Iran to agree not to enrich uranium for a number of years. Imagine that's where the sticking point is. How many years in exchange for sanctions relief? So this appears to be a financial matter right now, Ainsley. Talking numbers.
Right. What is the UAE reaction to getting rocketed yesterday? The word is that they're disappointed that we haven't hit back hard because they hit our ally hard.
That's right, Brian. Of course, UAE has a pretty capable Air Force, and they're certainly more than capable of launching airstrikes themselves should they choose to. But many people were irked here. The ceasefire had been taking place for about a month. All was calm, quiet. We saw the attacks on U.S. warships and commercial ships after those 2 U.S.-flagged vessels went through the Strait of Hormuz under destroyer escort. But the UAE took 15 missiles and 4 drones. One of them hit the Fujairah oil terminal. That's the most eastern emirate on the coast, the Gulf of Oman, and home to the only pipeline that ships oil from the onshore oil fields from Abu Dhabi to the Gulf of Oman, which bypasses the Strait of Hormuz entirely. But that pipeline can only ship about 50% of UAE's daily oil production. So while it's very strategic, get some oil to market at about 50% of its daily production. So the UAE would like to move its oil, and they need to do that completely by filling up those tankers and using the Strait of Hormuz. And one of UAE's largest customers is, of course, China.
Right. Well, it is pretty remarkable. If you had said a couple of months ago that one thing that would be accomplished by all this is that the entire Middle East would be unified against Iran openly, that's a pretty remarkable accomplishment.
There's no question, Charlie. At the beginning of this war on February 28th, when the U.S. and Israel launched its strikes, it appeared that one of Iran's goals was to sever the link between the Gulf states, certainly here in the UAE, and Washington. In fact, the UAE here received over 2,800 missiles and drones during the war. That's twice the amount of firepower that was launched in here than any other country, including Israel. So the UAE says they've shot down about 95% of the incoming, but certainly it's been impacted, its oil fields, its gas fields. But thankfully, UAE had thought about that pipeline like the Saudis, so they do have a plan B. But again, it only ships about 50% of its daily oil production.
Yeah, let's just hope not a lot of damage was done to that field. Thanks so much. Appreciate it, Lucas.
Thanks, Lucas. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.